FM. A very beautiful afternoon to everyone. Of course, welcome to that radio station that gives you exactly what you want every time and of course every day. Check your time. Right now is 1:38 p.m. and we're just right here in the studios of Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Jude Ikami Jude and I'm here. Okay, I'm here. Thank God we are alive. Okay, and it matters anyway, in case if it's your first time. Peter Anosike is back here in the studio. We had this discussion, last time. I think it was on Monday, and today is it Monday? Tuesday? Yeah, today he's here, and we got to continue with this discussion today. But this time around, we're taking a different turn. But then, good afternoon to you, Mr. Peter Anosike. Good to have you join us in the studio again.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. All right, just to give you some information before we start up quickly, let me let you know that the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has reaffirmed the nomination of Asue Igodalo as the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, in Edo State. In a unanimous judgment delivered, the Court of Appeal held that the delegates who sought to nullify the PDP primaries lacked the locus and that the trial court has no jurisdiction to nullify the PDP primary. The appellate court further stated that under section 84(14) of the Electoral Act, it is only aspirants that can challenge a primary election. All right, let me also let you know quickly that the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NERD, has commenced a nationwide 7-day warning strike. Yes. NERD President Dr. Dele Abdullahi said yesterday that the strike will begin today, August the 26th, 2024, by 12 a.m. Yeah. An hour and few minutes ago, Abdullahi said that the decision was taken during the Emergency National Executive Council meeting. So, I just want to let you know that these guys have started their 7-day warning strike. Alright, let's get talking. My name is Jude. Everyone, let's start up with this particular big one here, where information getting to me says that actually there are very, very strong indications that the federal government's committee, which was set up to ensure the implementation of crude oil sales to local refinery in Naira, will further discuss the pricing of petrol to be released by the Dangote petroleum refinery next month. Multiple officials, both among all marketers and members of the implementation committee on crude oil sales in Naira, under the leadership of the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, confirmed that the panel will be holding a series of meetings this week and in coming weeks on the development. They also stated that the committee will be conducting a framework that would put a benchmark on the amount which the Dangote refinery would pay for crude oil in Naira, adding that the federal government would have to decide whether to pay subsidies for petrol from the plant or to allow Nigerians buy the product at the market price. However, all marketers declared that the cost of Dangote petrol will be higher than the current pump price of the commodity, stressing that it will be tough for dealers to buy the commodity from the plant if the federal government fails to intervene in the price. And on and on and on and on it went until a very strong. Okay, let me. Should I even bring in his name here, or maybe bringing him later? Started mentioning that hey, there's gonna be wuru, and it is setting in again. As regards this Dangote refinery, that some persons actually want Dangote to sell at the same price, but some persons feel no, he should get his own price. Looking at the entire story, Mr. Anosike, what would you make of all of this happening right now? Do you see wuru actually?
For me, that's it is confusing, because when Dangote's refinery is situated on international trade-free zone.
Okay.
That is where it is located. So that is number one. Number two, when Dangote was looking for loan to build his refinery, all this committee did not come to his assistance. So why should they now come to determine how much is going to sell? So it doesn't make sense. It's just like now, I want to build a house, and I'm looking for money to build my house. Government did not want to assist me. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, government will not come and tell me how much rent I should charge. Does it make sense? It doesn't. So what they are trying to do is just they are causing confusion. They are causing confusion in the sense that one, sending crude to Dangote in Naira is commendable, because it's going to strengthen our currency. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. But telling him how much is going to sell is wrong, because they allowed him to build an international trade-free zone. So he's supposed to sell in dollars, going by where his refinery is situated.
Should that be a factor, really?
It should be a factor, because they allowed it from the beginning. Okay. Then number two, his prices is going to be determined by the forces of the demand and supply. So nobody, I said it at the beginning, Dangote is going to sell what other people are sending, because of where his refinery was allocated. And again, he borrowed money to build his refinery. Interest on the money is accruing, and other things. Understand me? Then NNPC initially wanted that to help him when they say, they are going to buy take a 20% equity.
Okay. Later,
they said that they can only take the 7% that they have paid for. That the other one 12 point something that they don't want anymore. Understand me? So Dangote is now looking for who will buy that 12.7% equity for him to be able to pay all the loans that he borrowed. Now, setting up committee to determine how much he's going to sell to me does not make sense.
But have you heard people say that this is our own,
which are our own?
Is homemade, so it shouldn't be more expensive.
What was government contribution? Where Dangote bought that land, $100 million. That's 100 million naira. That's so. He bought everything from the beginning to build it. He should first of all pay back. I'm not holding brief for him. I'm not Tony Chejina. This is what Tony Chejina should be doing. But I'm talking as a concerned Nigerian. Understand me? You should be able to put yourself into another person's shoe. Assuming it is your own, just like a government telling innocent how much to sell his cars. That's exactly what it is. One, innocent is our own. It's Nigeria indigenous motor manufacturing company. But government has no right to tell him how much that to sell. In the same vein, government has no right to tell Dangote how much he will sell. It is what is selling in the international market that he is going to sell.
I mentioned subsidy just now. There was a reason why I mentioned it, and I've also heard some person say this one is our own. At least the first refinery, that is working, or so to speak.
Then innocent gas is also our own, isn't it? The first indigenous motor manufacturing company.
Okay, now, if he cannot do that, do you think that the federal government should now come in to subsidize? Because I read a whole lot of statements, accounts by some person saying that they said that the options before the government are to either pay subsidies on petrol without piling the burdens on NNPC, or to allow Nigerians to buy the product at the market price to be released by Dangote refinery, which of course will be very high.
Well, for me, I don't know if
government subsidizing Dangote petrol.
I don't know if it should be very high, because one, what makes the cost of imported fuel high is because that's what they call there should be insurance on the product that is coming to Nigeria. It is insured. There's also ship-to-ship transfer. Insurance, ship-to-ship transfer, the landing cost. Understand me?
All right.
So all this thing adds to the cost of petroleum that is coming into the country. But in Dangote's own case, there's not going to be that a ship-to-ship transfer. One, that's not going to be landing cost because it is produced in Nigeria. So I feel that this should help to make the Dangote product a bit cheaper. But the problem that we're having here is that he imported his crude. His crude did not come from Nigeria. He imported his crude from America and other European countries at a very high cost. So this is what is going to affect what is going to sell. But I know that when NNPC begin to give him crude oil, his price will come down. But it's not going to be very much as significant.
I want to link this story to what Heineken Lukobiri said. The Minister of State Petroleum Resources. He said that the twin problems of petrol smuggling and oil theft is caused by the product's subsidy and corroded pipelines. I'm looking at this because while I was coming to the office, the level of queues I saw on the highway from my house up until I got to the office was something else. Around Mobile, there's a Mobile close to Dangote Bridge, or Tedola Bridge, sorry. The Mobile close to Tedola Bridge. If you see that one, if you see the one, these a whole lot of them, northwest, all of them crowded with several vehicles begging to buy, some with some persons holding jerry cans and all of that. And we begin to ask ourselves, how long? Somehow it's like the government is folding its hands. Like some persons are not even worried anymore. They look at it like a norm. Whenever it will stop, let it stop. If it will continue, let it continue. So now some persons have also linked that to pipeline vandalism. Like a lot of persons are actually stealing our fuel. It is not getting to the destination anymore. Okay, the price we sell in Lagos is different from the price we sell in Abuja in the far north. I also heard that in Gombe, around there, they sell it as high as 1,500 and all of that. But then I am concerned about what Heineken Lukobiri is saying, that the smuggling and of course all of this is caused by corroded pipelines. How? He disclosed fuel smuggling from Nigeria to neighboring West African countries is thriving because the Nigerian Petroleum Company Limited sells the product below the landing cost. I also want to bring that in.
Okay. Corroded their pipe. Whose fault? The issue is this: these people are just giving excuses why the Port Harcourt refinery and the refinery will not begin to dispense fuel. If you check between 2021 2022, NNPCL said that they spent 200 billion on maintenance.
200 billion.
What are they maintaining? Understand me? What are they maintaining? When you cannot maintain or your pipeline, then what is the money for? Understand me? What is the money for? So tomorrow now you will hear that Port Harcourt refinery is ready, but they cannot dispense fuel because of bad pipelines. Mm-hmm. It will become an excuse. You hear that Warri refinery is ready, but they cannot dispense fuel, they cannot distribute because of bad pipelines. When they're talking of theft, petrol is not what you can put in your pocket. Mm-hmm. Understand me? It is not what you can put in your pocket. So if they didn't want to catch these thieves, they will catch them. That's if they are not complicit, if they are not involved in it. Because they are paying some companies billions of naira for watching the pipelines. When somebody is not giving you result, why are you still paying? They are paying. I heard that Tom Pondo had a contract of about 4.5 billion to watch the pipelines. Now this man is giving an excuse that vandalization. So for me, what they are doing is giving excuses for the refineries not to work because importation of fuel is benefiting them more.
All right. Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I want to quickly switch from that to something very, very different. We need to talk about also the Catholic Bishops' Conference, of Nigeria. Had a very, very, for some people, is a very beautiful statement, that was made there. I also followed that particular, conference where they gathered. It was yesterday, and they called for a return of regional government. Earlier, we heard the president, touched on regional government, and everybody thought, okay, maybe before now, by middle of the year, or maybe by September, we would have gone our own different ways, as regards regional government.
No, regional government does not mean going a different ways.
I'm not talking about parting ways, the way you think I'm saying. What I'm saying is at least each region having or taking charge of its own resources.
Regional government simply means the evaluation of powers.
Of powers, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said each region taking charge of its own resources, not the federal anymore. Am I right? Good. What I'm going to is, just like you said during the last show, that Buhari left two, what do you call it again? There was a name you mentioned.
Rattlesnakes.
Two rattlesnakes. Now, do you see this as the third one? If it happens, actually, that's where I'm going to.
Well, for me,
regional government.
For me, I don't see. Tinubu has been an advocate of restructuring. Afenifere has been an advocate of restructuring. Tinubu has taken governments to court over restructuring. But the issue is this: people can use populism to get into office. When they get into office, they will change. Because I keep on saying it, that the best announcement that Tinubu would have made on the day of his inauguration on 29th of May 2023 is that I'm going to restructure this country. That would have been the best announcement that he would have made.
Okay.
And if he has made it, he will have rattled those in the opposition. He will have carried the most Nigerians along. That will have sold better than subsidy is gone. So the Tinubu I know, who loves power, I don't see him supporting regional governments, because regional government will whittle down his powers. But Tinubu loves power a lot. So I don't see him supporting regional governments.
They said that 25 years of presidential system was not beneficial to the country. It's not beneficial to the country, so change it completely. And you're saying Tinubu loves power so much.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it a personal thing now?
It's a personal
or something
thing
for the country? I would benefit the country.
It is a personal thing. That's why he said, it is my turn. You don't say that in a civilized world. You don't say that in a civilized world, that it is your turn. In a country of over 200 million people, and somebody saying it is my turn, that is power drunk. And somebody who says it is his turn will not want to let those powers go. Because regional government simply means devaluation of powers. So the Tinubu I know will not want power to leave his hands. But the issue is the 25 years of democracy, to me, has not benefited people. It has not benefited most Nigerians. It has only empowered a few people. Those are the corridors of power. Because another name for democracy is development. We have not witnessed development in these 25 years of democracy. If you check, the biggest projects in the country today were constructed under the army. The gigantic projects that we have today were done under the army. So, can you mention a very big project that was done under this democratic dispensation between 1999 and 2024? None. So, even the freedom of speech, the fundamental human rights, are not even practiced under this civilian rule. You can check in the last 1 month the number of journalists that has been arrested. So you cannot be practicing the democracy and you are arresting people for saying their minds. You cannot be arresting, you cannot say that you are practicing civil rule and there's authoritarianism in that civil rule. There's totalitarianism in that civil rule. So for me, what we have as democracy is just that we have people who are wearing a agbada and the suit. To me, that's not my definition of democracy. Democracy means a system where the people will be able to air their views. A system where there will be development. A system where the three arms of government will be separated from each other. A system where the voice of the people should count. Understand me? Mm-hmm. But this is not what we have been having under this democracy. So what we are practicing now does not suit the meaning of democracy in my internet.
And that's why I asked. When I started, I said going our different or separate ways. I'm not saying physically dividing the country, but I'm talking about what makes each region a region is the resources it controls. Now, is there any time in Nigeria you think that resources will be controlled by that same region? That's the regional system of government I'm saying. Do you see that there is a day Abuja will share its powers any time in history, whether during this present administration or not? Just like you said something about power. It's not Tinubu alone. You said Tinubu. The politicians in Nigeria are power drunk. So that's what I'm asking. Do you think there's any time in Nigeria, in the history of this country, that it will happen that there will be, a regional system of government and Abuja will lose its powers?
When we have a selfless president, there will be regional government. When we have a president who cares more about other people than he cares about himself, when we have a president who puts others first and him, understand me? So we'll have a regional government. But the truth is that what we need to practice in Nigeria is regional government, unlike this emergency system that we are practicing now. Because one, our governors are no longer creative. Our governors are no longer hardworking. Because at the end of every month, they will send their commissioner for finance to go to Abuja, and the check will be issued to him. So it doesn't encourage creativity. It doesn't encourage thinking outside the box. It doesn't encourage competition. But when we have regional governments, it will encourage competition, it will encourage hard work, it will encourage governors thinking outside the box. It will put governors on their toes. Mind you, it was cocoa that Awolowo used to build the University of Ibadan. It was palm oil that Nnamdi Azikiwe used to build the University of Nigeria and Nsukka. It was groundnut that Ahmadu Bello used to build the ABU. But now, what are we having?
Not fuel.
Not fuel. Understand me? The cocoa house in Ibadan is still there. It's the tallest building in Ibadan, about 25-story building.
Still very strong.
Still very strong. The granite and pyramids in Kanu has disappeared. The palm oil from the south is no more there. Even currently, Nigeria is importing palm oil. While in the 60s, we are #1 palm oil exporting country in the world.
Let me quickly touch. Let me quickly touch on that. Let's digress into that a little. Then we'll come out. This idea of Nigeria importing palm oil. I don't know. Sometimes I want to look at statistics. I want to look at how we got here. Because when you travel from here to the southeast, you could still see a good amount of palm trees, and all of that. People still have, plantations. But then, what do we see now?
Because the youths have diversified. Now, the youths are no more thinking that's along that line. There's a change of mindset. They feel that Yahoo is a better way of getting money now. You don't have people who are ready to climb palm trees anymore. You don't have people who are ready to climb palm trees anymore.
Is it about the youth alone? What about government? What is government doing?
I know that in Benin, there are palm trees that you can sit that you can harvest while standing up. Understand me? Which even comes with about 8 heads.
Of course.
Understand me? It's in Benin there.
Yeah.
Sure. But one, I say the system, the Almajiri system, doesn't encourage government to begin to think along this time, because they are getting free money from Abuja. And when you are getting free money, it kills hard work. It kills creativity. So, but if we can go back to the regions, you see, things will begin to work again in the country. So I'm a strong supporter of regional government.
You know, yesterday I listened to, the bishops while they were speaking, and one of the things they also mentioned that caught my attention is the alarming rate of corruption in Nigeria. Before this administration, it was heard and read that politicians, those in power, steal money effortlessly. In fact, that administration, the past administration, was referred to as the worst administration when it comes to, stealing of funds, looting of funds. That's the word. But what is happening in this current administration, Peter Nosike, is overwhelming.
This is a continuation of the former administration. Tinubu said that. Tinubu said that he is continuing from where Buhari stopped. So all those vices that you see in Buhari government was passed on to Tinubu's government. That was what he requested.
But let's look at it critically. When Tinubu said that he's going to start or continue from
where Buhari stopped,
I'm not sure he's talking about this part of it you're mentioning.
Was there a definition?
No, he might as well be talking about,
No.
the good works of the president. Let's look at some of the bright side of the administration.
He never said that.
He's not going to slow down anything. He's going to just pick it up from where.
He never said that. He said that he's going to continue from where Buhari stopped. He didn't say the good sides of Buhari's government.
Neither did he mention the negative sides of Buhari's government.
And so, what is happening? So everything under Buhari has been transferred to Tinubu's government. Understand? The mismanagement of the economy under Buhari was passed on to Tinubu's government. The looting under Buhari was passed on to Tinubu's government. So you inherited both the asset and the liability. So he inherited all. So that's where we are at the moment.
People. When I hear people say Tinubu inherited everything,
he inherited everything. Understand me? Okay, because if he has said, "I will continue with the good works of Buhari," assuming that there was any. Understand? Assuming there was any good work, because Buhari was elected elected on two issues. One, Lagos Ibadan Press said that Buhari is not corrupt. Understand? That was.
Did they say that? Really?
Sure. Understand me? That Buhari is not corrupt. Jonathan is corrupt. Therefore, Buhari is going to fight corruption.
Okay.
That Buhari was a minister of petroleum, a head of state, and even upon all those things, he has only just one house in the Daura, which means he did not steal anything. And again, as a general, he's going to fight Boko Haram to a standstill within 2 months. Understand me? So this is the two attractions that they used to confuse the Gondebone youths.
Okay.
Understand? that Buhari came with kick against indiscipline. Understand? So all those things. But at the end of the day, what did we see?
That is a Kai mindset.
What did we see? He took a corruption to the zenith. Boko Haram, which he promised that to fight within 2 months, become this thing so ferocious that people. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Nigeria, they say, is sitting on a keg of gunpowder.
No, we've been hearing that over and over. It doesn't burn. It doesn't burst, and it will not burst. Nigerians know how to adapt.
Is it okay? Some people will call it timing bomb.
No. In the 90s, I interviewed
a tickling time bomb.
Forget that. It doesn't scare me anymore. I've been hearing that. Understand? In the 90s, I interviewed Jeremy Johnson, the guy that killed Samuel Doe of understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I interviewed him here in Nigeria. He came to Nigeria on exile. He told me, look, Nigerians are very wonderful people. That there are something that will happen in Nigeria. They will say that this country is gone. That this country is gone. But under 1 week, things will begin to move on as if nothing happened. Jeremy Johnson was saying this. Understand me? So that's the country that we are in. We have been hearing a time bomb, the keg of gunpowder for years. Understand? So it shouldn't scare us anymore.
You made me remember Doe of Liberia.
Yes.
Something came to my mind. It's okay. Finally, I want us to talk on what's it called? Over the weekend, this got first my attention, and I wonder what is really happening, if that's true, concerning the People's Democratic Party. On the issue of Obuluku Kingdom and Senior Special Assistant on Youth Mobilization, Chief James Nwodi Asika Obulu was criticized, or has criticized, the national leadership of the PDP for failing to resolve the party's crisis. He attributed the party's challenges to leadership's ineffectiveness and called for a change in leadership. He argued that Wike's actions were a response to the party's failure to address its internal issues, noting that Wike has positive impact on the party, despite his opposition to the party's presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. What he's saying is, I said Wike is not the problem of PDP, that instead they have a failed leadership. And I would also want to look at it, unravel it historically. What played out before Wike became who he is now, and of course the leadership of the PDP. For someone to come out and say, no, Wike is not the issue, it has to do with the leadership. I want us to critically look at it, in-depth analysis of it. Not Wike, but the leadership from the beginning. Remember the days of IU and all of that. So would you consider this statement as really true, or partially biased?
PDP has two major problems. Number one is the acting national chairman, the Damagu. Then number two is Nyesom Wike. Then others that are hiding under Nyesom Wike, like Bode George.
Okay.
Like Bode George. Like the so-called what this failed governance, G5 or whatever.
Okay.
G5 Bazo Ugwani Autumn.
Yeah.
So Wike number one, no, Damagu number one, Wike number two. These are the forces that are holding PDP down. And for PDP to move forward, these two forces must be pulled out. There's no other two ways about it. Damagu is working for the opposition, is working for a rival party. That's an acting national chairman of PDP, is not working for PDP. He is helping Wike to weaken PDP so that APC will have a free ride in 2027.
Is that what it is?
So, for PDP to move forward, Wike should be expelled, Damagu should be expelled. There's no other two ways about it.
It beats everyone's imagination why Wike has not been treated, as what's that word I would love to use? Let me not mind some strong words this afternoon. But then it's like everyone is scared of Wike. Like he has the leadership of that party.
He has Damagu. He has Damagu. But I want to tell you that at the right time, things are happening. Wike cannot be more intelligent or more articulate than Atiku, Tambawa, and others. Understand me? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that things are cooking up. And at the right time, everybody will know where they stand. But for PDP to move forward, Bode George should be expelled. Wike should be expelled. Damagu should be expelled.
And is it possible for these guys to be expelled? And we ask again, by who? Expelled
by PDP.
Who is the PDP? Who are the members of the PDP?
By PDP. By those who mean well for PDP. And they will come up one day and the grain will be separated from the chaff.
Peter Moseki, do you know the three names you just mentioned? Some people will tell you they are the real PDP. And so I ask, who are those who will expel?
Excuse me.
Like Bode George.
Excuse me. If Bode George is the real PDP, had Bode George delivered his word in PDP? Understand me? Has Bode George ever delivered his word to PDP? It's a question. So these people are PDP by day, another party in the night. Bode George said if Tinubu wins, he will go on exile. He said so in an interview. Mm-hmm. So why hasn't he gone on exile? Even to criticize Tinubu, he's saying that Tinubu should be given some time. And you call this person a PDP person. Wike, who fought tooth and nail against PDP in the last general election, and you call that a PDP person. What is happening is that there's a stooge as their national chairman. And once a real PDP person becomes the national chairman, what I will find is this thing. And I know that it's going to happen.
Some persons will tell you it's not possible. That will be after 2027. Because that this party that we are talking about is not even ready. It's not ready to win any election right now. No, let's look at it critically. That PDP right now, that's why people are tilting behind Peter Obi, for instance, that if Peter Obi if Atiku Abubakar doesn't allow Peter Obi to come into the party and contest, it means PDP is not ready to win any election. They are not seeing anybody in PDP who can at least stand and beat this current administration.
Beat this current administration.
Of course.
So assuming that you are a politician, beating this current administration will be a problem for you.
Peter Nosike, we're not talking about going to the ballot alone. We're talking about the politics.
Okay, I understand you. The INEC, where INEC belong.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about politics itself.
Where judiciary belong to. Understand? That's their hope.
You remember during the primaries,
Which
APC
primaries? Mm-hmm.
You know, it was dollar to dollar, pounds to pounds, euro to euro, and that's where we are now. You remember?
I say, if you are a politician, will beating this current administration be a problem to you? What are they going to campaign with?
What did they campaign with before the last election, before Buhari, when Buhari left? What did APC campaign with really? And they are there today.
So, you feel that Nigeria is static? Nigeria is not evolving.
Because we all said that the former president did not do anything practically for Tinubu to have campaigned with. That was what we heard. You know, that Tinubu did not do anything. So they wonder what Tinubu was coming to campaign with under the same party. But then we see this administration is on and will be on till 2027.
Did he campaign?
Of course, Tinubu campaigned.
Which debate did he attend?
It's about the debate now.
Then how do you sell your manifesto to people?
He moved from state to state.
Doing
and he told them what he will do.
Example.
A whole lot is said. You know.
Tell me one. Tell me one.
I could.
Tell me one.
I could review.
I can tell you. He said he went to Abeokuta and told them that it is
Emilokon. That one.
He's done. Any other thing?
I'm not speaking for APC right now.
Any other thing?
I'm not APC spokesman.
He said it is. But it is his turn, and the ANEC chairman gave it to him.
He promised to fight insecurity.
Then, good.
He spoke about the economy, to stabilize the economy.
Good.
He said all of these things.
Good.
But
and what's happening?
I don't know why things fell apart.
So why beating them will be a problem to you if things has fallen apart?
That's what we're saying. It is not about, for me, it's not about just winning the election, going to ask people to vote for you, everyone votes for you. It's about power. Those holding the power.
Are we practicing the democracy in this country?
But it's a big question.
So for me, I'm even more of a believer in Nigeria system than you.
Oh, really?
Because I tell you that in 2027, what happened in 2023 will not happen.
Peter Nosike, I am not vouching for the APC. But with the way things are going, I've asked myself too. I said, hey, what would this man campaign with come 2027? And I told myself, this is still 2024. This is not 2025 yet. It's not 2026 yet. Things might change. We don't know. But then, I asked myself, well, how is it going to be like if he continues his way up until 2027? What would he campaign with? And someone who sat by my side was telling me, guy, you are in Nigeria.
Would give it to I
don't know.
Him. And the other of us will go and will jump inside the ocean. 2027 will be far different from 2023. Understand me? 2027 will be far different from 2023.
Okay.
Somebody who has fallen down does not need to fear fall anymore. Nigerians has fallen down.
2023 will be different from 2027. And of course, the president that we know, you're talking about power. He said it was his time in 2023, right, to lead the country. And you think he's just going to
He's needing now. Of course.
That was what he said. And he came on board. And you think he would just want to lose it in 2027?
Tinubu is not Jonathan. I know that.
Beautiful.
Tinubu is not Jonathan. But one man cannot be more than 200 million people.
And if in 2027, before the election, or in 2026, the prices of everything is crushed.
Fine and good. Nigerians had the shortest memory in the world.
Now you're saying. Now you're talking.
Fine and good. Fine and good. I wish his government success. Why I'm talking here is the interest of the Nigerian masses. The 99 that are going to bed without food. I'll be happy to see prices of food come down.
You wake up one morning, they say the price of fuel is now 200 naira.
I'll be happy.
The price of a bag of rice is now around 15,000 or 20,000.
I'll be happy.
The price of a bag of rice or beans rather is now around maybe 25 or 30k.
I'll be
all
happy.
Of these things.
I'll be happy. Then
and you say he won't win election.
Then I will follow and campaign for him.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
Understand me?
You rightly said that Nigerians forget quickly, easily. You know.
I will follow and campaign to him. I'll campaign for him. Understand? But if things remain this way, till 2027, we'll do the opposite. The interest of Nigeria comes first. The interest of Nigeria should come first. The welfare and well-being of Nigerians should come first. The security of Nigerians should be a priority. But now, our security is not a priority. Our well-being is not a priority. The priority. Understand me?
Okay.
That's why he has to buy an extended bulletproof. Understand? That's why he has to buy a presidential jet of 100 million. Why those he is supervising are going to bed without food? Just an overfed father supervising starving children.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Let's hear from you. Let's talk, everyone. Let's get involved in these discussions. Seriously. 0700 903 903 903 0700, that is 0700, okay? 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call, okay? And you can also send me messages on WhatsApp. I'll read it quickly. 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. That's the number to call to be part of the conversation this afternoon. Yeah, keep it very, very civil. 60 seconds. And okay, that's it. Just keep it civil. Thank you so very much. 0700 903 903 903. It's the number to call. Like I said, you can also send me. Don't forget we're streaming, okay, everyone? Yeah, don't forget. On YouTube, you can watch us live right now. And of course, get to the comment section and drop your comment already. I can see Osamede already here and Evans. They've dropped their messages. I'll get to that, okay, everyone? But then you can also send your message, via YouTube, and then use our WhatsApp portal, and let's have a robust discussion this beautiful afternoon. Okay, let's go there now. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. Can you do that?
Good afternoon.
I greet our guest in the studio.
What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Chief Ikechukwu Okafor.
All right, let's go.
I don't have much to say. I'm a very big listener of your video, lot of the people. And I want to take this opportunity to greet the analyst, Peter Ticket. And I have been praying the man that God will keep him with good health. Because I've not seen a human being like that man, Peter Ticket. A fearless man with courage and putting in the video. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Appreciate your call. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Aziki, I did your guess. This is Alio from Kano here.
Okay.
Yeah, me, what I predict is APC, now APC member, because now them get INEC and now them get judiciary, you understand? Now we're not 2023 member still up again.
Okay. Did you hear that? What happened in 2027 will be what will happen. I mean, what happened would repeat again in 2027.
But that doesn't mean that we should not go out and vote. The most important thing for any Nigerian is to go out and vote. That's your civic responsibility. Go out and vote and make sure that you protect your vote. Forget about what INEC and the judiciary would do.
Let me recall what happened. I mean, what Nigerians in the diaspora said, especially those who came down to Nigeria to cast their vote. A whole lot of them said that they would never want to come back and say they want to get, they want to vote because they are disappointed. A whole lot of persons, even in Nigeria, said, it was some areas were bloody, so they don't want to get attached again. Some came to vote for the very first time and they said they will not vote again. Since the votes in Nigeria don't count, there's no need coming out to do anything, to waste your time. That's what some have said.
They're saying to resign to fate is to be crippled fast. You don't resign to fate. You keep on, just do your own. Just do your own.
Let me say that Tinubu will do something. They all vote for Tinubu and Tinubu has not done anything fitting.
Oh, okay. Too much noise. If you want to call me, I told you, move away from your radio set or turn down the volume of your radio first, okay? Before you call in. Evans here is saying something. He said that Tinubu has no moral ground whatsoever to talk about. Okay, no. Let me rest that so that it won't, confuse what we're discussing, okay? Thank you. Just hold on.
How are you today?
Yeah, good.
I agree to your analyst, Mazano Ziki.
All right.
Yeah, my name is Maziki Joki.
All right.
I want to tell my brother that if things continue like this, 2027, Tinubu will still win. I don't know whether he has forgotten that they said there is some printed ballot paper found in the UK, in Wike's house. So they have now changed the judiciary, the INEC. We are not even talking about removing the present INEC chairman. That's one thing we should now clamor on, to remove him and then bring. I know that he's going to appoint somebody he likes, but the present INEC chairman should be removed for now. If not, things that happened in 2023 will still repeat itself in 2027. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. The present INEC chairman should be removed.
Yeah. Mahmoud Yakub will not be there to conduct 2027 general election.
Is it about Mahmoud Yakubu really?
No. He mentioned it. He mentioned it. He's not going to conduct the next election.
Okay.
Understand? So, but the next person will still be a Nigerian. Understand?
What do you mean a Nigerian?
The next INEC chairman is not going to come from
Okay.
London
When you say
or from New York. It's still going to come from Nigeria.
And he's not going to be he's not going to be political. He will be apolitical.
The issue is, for me, it's just like a student who is going for an exam. Study very well, write very well, forget about what the teacher would do. It's not your concern, it is beyond you.
Okay.
You cannot begin to worry who is going to mark my book.
Sometimes you have to
Worry
about that supervisor.
No, you don't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello?
Hello, Jude.
Yes, welcome.
Jude, how you do?
I'm fine. Oh. What's your name?
The son of Zike Adegrito.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's face the fact. About INEC. Every day I keep on dreaming about INEC. And I have that fear that something will still happen 2027. So because we have not done anything to change the situation. No INEC reforms, no voting reforms. The same thing is still going to reappear again in 2027. Because when we talk, go and vote. If you vote, your vote did not count. What do? What are you going to do at the end of the day? So that's the question I'm asking two of you.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too. Good afternoon. You want to respond to that?
I want to respond.
Please do.
The only thing that can save Tinubu 2027 is for his reforms to begin to work. That is the only thing that is going to save him in 2027. If Nigeria remains this way, 100 of Mahmoud Yakubu will not save him. 100 of Kekeredu will not save him. Kekereku will not save him. I pray for his government to succeed. But if he remains this way, 100 of, even if Yakub Mohammed is not removed, 100 of him will not save Tinubu. 100 of Kekereku will not save Tinubu. As I said, I want his reforms to begin to work. Let Nigerians begin to at least see their 2-3 meals per day. That is what is going to save him. If not, INEC can, even you have to have that strength and confidence to come and announce a result. And not when everybody is hungry.
Okay, let's talk to you now. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Kamide.
Good afternoon.
My name is Comrade Iroko from Ejibo.
All right.
Thank you. See, I don't want to talk much, but because Barrister Anosike has said most of what I am supposed to say, and I commend him a lot. God will bless you from his knowledge by examining Nigeria. See, this is what I want to say. By the year...
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you.
See, vision is different from mission. See, people that see foresight is different from people that are talking now. I like the way Barrister Anosike analyze everything because Nigerians are a bunch of, I can't say what I am supposed to say because the masses are supposed to be in the shoes of understanding by now.
Okay.
I said something on the 10th of 8th of year 2023. I said President Bola Tinubu is using his own cancer to be nursing Nigerian injury by using Mr. Injury and Gulani to be the spokesperson of him because the government will cause us injury at the end of the day. Because
okay.
I don't want to talk much.
It's okay. Thank you so very much. Now, Peter Noske, somebody is saying Nigeria should adopt a parliamentary system of government for checks and balances for the government. This will help government in power to value the citizens and work with all parties to achieve their goals. President will have limited power to enable the judiciary function as government. Today, Nigeria judiciary...
Will he be ready to go to the parliament? I doubt it. So this presidential system gives them all the powers, all the enjoyment, all the immunity. Understand? So I don't see it happen until we have people who push Nigeria first. That's when all these things will begin to work.
VOP 90.3 FM. We'll take more of your calls. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Emeka speaking from Papa. See, let me tell everybody, okay? Let Kekere could be the president, be the INEC chairman, be the police, whatever. If most of us do what we should do in the next coming election, what happened in last presidential election will not happen again. But do you know that we are the most docile being on earth? Do you know that? That is the problem we are facing. We are the Nigerians are the most docile being on earth. That is why anywhere I am, they start to pray, I leave. After their deceitful prayer, I come back because prayer is a deceit in Nigeria. If we come out and do what we are supposed to do, what happened in the last presidential election won't have happened again. We need total reorientation by impacting good moral to our children. That is how to make a better society, not through prayer. In as much as prayer is very, very important, we need total reorientation. Thank you. If not, Nigeria will never change.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate your call. Yeah. Somebody is saying here to Peter Nosike, he say, you're against us. Did you realize Nigeria sold the crude on Naira and not in dollar to Dangote? And this prevents the landing cost? Joe from Bariga is saying that.
So what?
He said, did you realize Nigeria sold the crude on Naira and not in dollar to Dangote? And this prevents the landing cost.
I said that doing business with our Naira will help to strengthen our Naira. It is a good move. It is a good move, but going by the book, where Dangote's refinery is situated, it is operating internationally, not nationally. That's what everybody should understand. It is located in international trade-free zone. So it is operating internationally, not nationally. But if he accepts Naira, it will help our currency to become stronger. And I said that the reason why Dangote refinery petrol will be cheaper is because the ship-to-ship transfer will not happen. The insurance will not happen. Then the landing cost will not happen. All these three items makes the imported fuel expensive. Okay. But under Dangote, those things are automatically taken away.
All right, let me read them this particular message here now. It said, okay, Daniel from Oshodi, he says, nothing good Buhari instituted so far. For Tinubu to continue from where Buhari stopped is to double it. And that's what is happening now. For PDP to move forward, Wike must be expelled. If not, PDP will become history. All right, let me touch on this message again quickly. Though it's kind of lengthy, but let me see if I can touch on it. Right before the time of the documentary that aired on a certain, I knew if this man should get into Aso Rock, he would replicate this capitalist, monopolistic, and authoritarian system in Lagos, in Nigeria, and all of that. No, I don't want to touch on it. It's quite harsh. Okay, let's not go there. From 2026, the economy will be slightly relaxed to deceive Nigerians to re-elect Tinubu. But afterwards, we should step up to next level. Please note this. Simisola is saying this. What's your take on that, Anosike?
Well, is Tinubu in control of the economy? How can it relax? Understand? For the economy to relax, it means that the insecurity has been drastically reduced. Farmers are going to their farms. There are stable power supply, and maybe small businesses have started springing up.
No,
unless we begin to import food and start.
Peter Nosike, let me also assist Simisola here. What he's saying is the basic things that citizens need might relax. This high cost of basic things that we need might relax.
Which means he's going to be importing them.
Food and some other things, electricity, they will just rest it a little to allow us breathe. That's what Steve is saying.
Wait. Can price of food come down with the insecurity? Is it possible? Can prices of food come down when farmers are not going to the farm? Which means Tinubu should be importing food and
who they serve. They are masters.
No, Jega, we should know what happened to Jega. In 2011, Jega was the INEC chairman when Goodluck Jonathan as the winner. After that, in the north, they made the Jega personal non-grata. They said that they don't want him in all the mosques. Why should he declare an infidel the winner instead of a Muslim? That's in the person of Muhammadu Buhari. Okay. That was in 2011. So Northern has ostracized him for declaring a Christian the winner of the election. In 2015, Jega declared the Buhari winner. So he became a hero in the north. So do you see what is going on here? He declared in 2015, Jega became a hero in the north because he declared Buhari winner. And mind you, the Friday which preceded or the Saturday of that 2015 presidential election, there was message throughout the mosque that whoever voted for Jonathan is an infidel. That was 2015. That whoever voted for Jonathan is an infidel in all the mosques. So, as piercing as it is now, hunger wasn't as much as it was that time. So that's why I'm saying that if things continue as it is presently, because on Saturday somebody called from Sokoto that they are buying fuel at 1,200. And that has made it both transport and the food to become far more expensive. That's in Sokoto North.
Of course. Let me talk to this person because of our time. Hello, good afternoon. Hello? Good afternoon. Hello? Okay, all right. What's your name? Adi from Lagos. Thank you for this message, though. Hello, good afternoon. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What'd you say? Oh, sorry. You need to call back because of your network. Maybe you change your location and then call back if you can. All right? We'll be wrapping up pretty soon. But we'll get to continue this conversation tomorrow. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Sumo.
Okay.
Yeah, I have heard all Mr. Anosike. Yeah, please. What Anosike said is the correct thing. Hunger is the only weapon that can change Nigeria. So that's all I say. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, this person is saying something. He said, Oku the Valentine. He said, whatever Wike feels he's doing, there are thousands like him who can do whatever he thinks he can do. It's a matter of time. Wike must be expelled from PDP because the hard way is the only way, according to him.
That's why I said Wike cannot be more brutal than other people.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Talking to Mr. Peter Anosike.
All right.
I'm Ben from Eva.
Okay.
You can with Mr. Peter Nosito that because they are thinking maybe in his camp they are thinking that anyhow he will come back 2027. Is he coming to rule cows or goats or animals? You know, Nigeria is a great country. We are great people. All these things is in. I believe in what Mr. Peter Nosito said that if his reform work, but if he reforms, all these reforms did not work.
Hello? Your network. What happened? So sorry about that. Well, let's wrap up. Peter Mosike, your final thoughts really on these issue of Wike or no Wike, Tinubu or no Tinubu, 2027 or no 2027, and all of that. What are your thoughts really? Both?
Well, on PDP and Nyesom Wike, I believe at the right time, Wike will be shoved out of PDP. Damagu should be shoved out of PDP, and PDP will be strong again. I strongly believe in it, and I pray that what Tinubu is grappling now, let it work. Let his reforms work, understand? Let the energy sector work, let the educational sector work, let the insecurity come down, let the prices of food come down. Understand? And that is the only thing that can give him a return to Asorok in 2027. Let his reforms work. But if they don't work, 100 of Kekereku will not save him. 100 of INEC chairman, whoever it will be, will not save him.
Okay.
Understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's my take.
All right. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. Thank you so very much, Peter Nosike.
Thank you. For
I like that the last line. Hundreds.
100, not even one. If his reforms don't work, because right now hunger is more devastating in the north than in the south. They are going through more hunger there than we are going through here. Things are far more expensive in the north than here, and this is where you get these votes. They will do a protest vote in 2027 that nobody can counter.
I will be here tomorrow by the special grace of God. 1 to 3 p.m. is the time. Join me again on social media. I am Ikami Jude. Just go check it out. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone.